Let's talk briefly about the shaitan, the devil, Satan. I'm sure we've all been tempted by the shaitan in our lives, especially as Muslims. But would we know it if we were? Do we always know it? Do we always register it? Or does it come more subtly to us? There's a story that Abdul Qadir Gilani tells us in his Revelations of the Unseen about a time when he was walking through the desert. And Abdul Qadir Gilani, a great saint, great Muslim saint, was walking through the desert, and Jibreel appeared to him, the angel Gabriel appeared to him from out of nowhere. And he says, "I've come to you, Abdul Qadir Gilani, to tell you something from Allah. I'm here to tell you that Allah has made what was unlawful for you lawful. Everything that's unlawful has been made lawful for you." You can imagine that kind of information, that kind of revelation. It's a pretty big deal. And, for some of us especially, how would you react? First of all, this angel comes to tell you that, hey, everything that is unlawful has been made okay for you now. Some of us might say, well, wow, I've been tested by Allah and now I've passed the test. He doesn't need to test me anymore. I can do whatever I want to do. And, you might have all kinds of desires you've been holding back. Trying to be good, trying to be a good, God-fearing person. But Abdul Qadir Gilani, of course, doesn't fall for it. First of all, he knows Jibreel doesn't come to anybody but the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he knows right away, this is a trap. So he says, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim." I take refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. And Shaitan says, "Oh, Abdul Qadir Gilani, I should have known your knowledge would save you." And again, our ego, so many of us be like, well, yeah, I am so knowledgeable. I am smarter than you. I'm smart enough to know this. I've been educated here and here and here. I've had these tests and trials. I wasn't born yesterday. I'm pretty smart. But Abdul Qadir Gilani doesn't fall for that either. This is the Shaitan's second trap. Oh, you're so smart. I should have known you'd be too smart for me. So Abdul Qadir Gilani says, no, be off, Satan. He said, it's by the will of Allah, by the grace and mercy of Allah that I have been preserved. And I think, so there's such a lesson there for us, is that one, the Shaitan does not have to come to us physically for us to be tempted in these very same ways. For one thing, we have temptations all the time, the gross physical temptations, things that are obviously haram, clearly haram, but we know not to do them. Sometimes some of us do fall for the major sins, and God protect us, from that. But we know. But it's the more subtle thing behind it, the pride, the arrogance, the thing where you start to feel good about yourself, and you start to become deluded in your own power and your own strength. It's me, it's my knowledge, it's my wisdom. I know the Quran inside and out, and and we start to become comfortable in our own ability, and we forget that it's Allah, and Allah can test us any way He wants to. So we can't forget that. So the Shaitan is subtle. He maybe sets 2 traps for you, maybe 3 traps, and you maybe swerve around the first one, maybe the second one, but you got to be careful for the subtle traps that you walk into. But thankfully, with Islam, we have a firm handle to hold. Like Abdul Qadir Gilani, he just chopped up the second snare set for him. He chopped up the trap, cut right through it, and slipped through. He did not get caught up in that.